Ready? Hello, and welcome to
Kombucha time!
My name is Matthew.
And my name is Shannon.
And today we're going to be reviewing 3 kombuchas, all ginger themed. And we were looking for inspiration on how to do this show. We couldn't find anybody else doing a kombucha review show. You know, you can find wine reviews, you can find beer reviews, whiskey reviews. You can't really find kombucha. You can find like one-off ones, but not people doing a series about it. And I think we have something that's pretty one of a kind here. Very excited about it. We also just love kombucha, which is why we want to do this in the first place and how we had the idea. In the story, if you want to tell it.
So, we have neighbor cats. And
they have 5 outdoor cats.
Our neighbor has 5 outdoor cats. And I am a cat whisperer. And so I befriended them and I grew catnip on our deck. And I was feeding one of them catnip, and he was being so cute, and he started licking my finger. Yes, we dubbed him Muddy Muffin lovingly.
His real name is George.
His real name is George, but we named him Muddy Muffin because the first time we met him, he was rolling around in a mud puddle. But I gave him the catnip, and he was being so cute, and he started licking my finger, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at his little tongue, and he was possessed by the demons, and he bit my finger.
It's true. And then she had to go to the ER, and she had to be put on antibiotics. You were looking up what are the different... Well, because you've always got like UTIs when you went on antibiotics, so we were looking up how do we counteract this. Probiotics is the answer. And we were just looking up what are the different ways you can get probiotics. Kombucha is a really big way to get them. So we bought a kombucha from the store, but then we also started brewing the kombucha. And this is our beautiful homemade kombucha. You can see in there this guy, that is the SCOBY. SCOBY stands for Symbiotic Culture of Bacteria and Yeast, and that is what actually...
Or it stands for Scary... Culture of jellyfish and floaties.
Yes, that definitely spells SCOBY. But the SCOBY is what actually creates the kombucha. So what it will do is it will eat sugar, and as a byproduct of eating the sugar, it ferments the tea that it's in, typically either a black tea or a green tea. We did just see that apparently white tea is an option, but we haven't tried that before. I haven't heard that before.
Excited to see if it works.
Yeah, more investigation required to do that. But today, the brand that we are working with is Simple Truth. I say working with, and I mean that we are drinking their kombucha. We're not sponsored by them.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah, unfortunately. Simple Truth is a brand by Kroger. If you're familiar with Kroger, they're one of the largest... The largest? I don't know. One of the largest.
One of them.
Grocery store chains in the U.S., and they own a grocery store called QFC. That's where we went today. We picked up some kombucha. So the flavors that we have today, we have...
Lemon ginger.
We have...
Raspberry lemon ginger.
And finally...
Blueberry ginger.
So, I guess let's just get right to it. Let's form some opinions. What we're going to do is we're going to... rank each of these kombuchas on a scale of 1 to 5 across multiple categories. Those categories will be flavor, aroma, value, and uniqueness. Then we'll take the average of our scores together, we'll give them an overall score, and we'll see which one we like best at the end of this. Let's get right to it. It's a solid appearance. Minimal spillage.
It looks like the ciders that you drink at Thanksgiving that are non-alcoholic.
It kind of does.
The sparkling, like, white grape juice ones.
Take a whiff. I feel like it smells like,
Kombucha.
It does smell like kombucha. But it
very ginger forward.
I was going to say, it almost smells like ginger beer.
I get that.
Okay. So, on aroma, I mean... I don't know. We're still trying to figure out the categories, and I'm a little worried that all of the aromas are going to be like a solid 5 out of 5. But I mean, I think it smells great.
I love the smell of kombucha.
Yeah,
it's a little vinegary, it's a little gingery, but the first thing that hit me in the face was definitely the ginger.
Oh, definitely. I would agree with that. Scale of 1 to 5, what are you ranking the smell?
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Interesting.
Because, I love ginger, but it typically makes me think of whenever I have a stomach ache because I take ginger drops to help with that.
That makes a lot more sense. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, that smells great. What are you talking about? But you know what? I'm actually willing to come down because I can see how that could be confused a little bit with like medicine. So I would come down to like 4.5. I love ginger. I love ginger so much.
He does.
So I guess we'll meet in the middle there at a 4.
Glub glub.
You know, not as it does say 0 sugar, but yeah, I guess not as sweet as I thought it was going to be for some reason.
I also kind of feel like the carbonation was weak.
Really? Okay. I thought the carbonation was fine, but I can see, I don't know, small bubbles? Are there different kinds of carbonation?
Big bubbles versus small bubbles.
Oh no. But I like the flavor. I would give it probably like not quite a 4, maybe like a 3.75 is where I'm landing on that.
I think I agree with that.
3.75?
3.75.
Okay.
Solid.
So let's put that down here, 3.75. One day we'll have a crew that'll help us out with this, and we won't be writing it down ourselves. All right. And then for value on this, all 3 of these are the same price. It's Simple Truth. Mm-hmm. It's by Simple Truth. It's the Kroger brand. And because it's by the grocery store itself, you're going to get a lower price on this. Not necessarily name brand, like Synergy is the most popular brand. And because of that, these are only $3 a bottle, which, as far as kombucha goes, I think that's a great deal. Mm-hmm. So I would give it a 5 on the value. I'm probably going to give all of these a 5 on the value just because they are pretty inexpensive. But all right, moving on to we still have Uniqueness.
It's not very unique. There's a ginger lemon flavor for every brand of kombucha out there. But, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So we're agreeing with 5 for the value, and then I'm guessing you didn't say a score, but
it's not unique at all.
It's not unique.
I would give it like a 1.
Okay, that's fair. Well, the nice thing about ginger, and why you'll see ginger in a lot of kombuchas, is because, this is my theory at least, ginger covers up like a really weird taste that kombucha has. And I don't know how to describe it, but you put ginger in kombucha, you flavor it during the fermentation process, and it goes away. For the Uniqueness, you're saying a 1. I would say a 2 at least, because it does have the lemon. I don't think you really see like lemon so often in ginger. You will see lemonade, which I love lemonade in kombucha particularly, but I guess meet in the middle at 1.5 is what we will say there. Mm-hmm. And then still trying to get your opinion, 5 for the value?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool. And then the next one, so I see you've poured this already. We're putting this in our new spiderweb glass.
It's the blueberry ginger one. And I had to get we were going to get ones that all matched, but there were only 2 spiderweb ones at the thrift shop that we like to go to. So we compromised and got 2 spider, 2 tall.
That is true. So now we have 4 wine glasses total. We also don't drink wine. So we got these just for the kombucha reviews.
Only for kombucha.
Yes. Very honorable kombucha glasses. Okay. So let's do our smell check. Alexa, stop. I don't know what that was for.
Oh. Smell it again.
Why? I smelled it.
Oh.
It's actually a much more mild scent than I would have imagined. Maybe it's just because the lemon ginger one had a very strong scent. Yeah. It's good, just very mild.
It smells like whenever you're outside in the summer and you pick I don't know, this might just be a me experience, but we grow blueberries in our backyard, and it just kind of reminds me of like after he has mowed the grass and I'm picking blueberries and I just smell like the blueberries and also the grass. There's no grass in here, but that's what it reminds me of.
We could put grass in here.
Grass I don't think would be a bad flavor. That's my hot take. If all of you grass-eating children out there...
For anyone with an ancestry of cows. What else eats grass?
Like, literally everything that doesn't eat meat. Unless you're an insectivore, then you don't eat meat.
She's a big animal person. I am not. I like animals. I just don't know about them. I'm gonna give it let me see. The last one, I was afraid I was gonna give everything a 5. I definitely feel like that one is better than the lemon ginger though, even though it's more mild.
I honestly, it doesn't really give me kombucha. It doesn't have that.
It's more fruity.
Kick. It definitely smells more just like a fruit juice to me. So, in the nature of bucha-ness, I'm gonna give this one less than I gave the last one. Probably like a 2.5.
2.5.
Because it's not bad, but it's also like, it's good. Maybe I'll give it like a 2.6.
Okay. See, even though I'm going to sound very hypocritical here, because I just said that I liked it more than the lemon ginger, but I'm going to give it a 4, which is a lower score than I gave the lemon ginger. Maybe I'm just being swayed because you said it's less kombucha-y. But 4 and a 2.6, 6.6, so we're saying that's an average score of 3.3 for the aroma. Right? What are your thoughts on the taste?
I'll wait for you.
Interesting. It is sweet, like how it smells.
Yeah.
You don't like it.
I don't like it. It doesn't really taste like kombucha to me. It really tastes like
fruit juice.
Yeah, it tastes like if you milked a blueberry.
So you want more of that tea taste, is what
I
you're
do.
looking
I
for.
want more of the tea, more of the sour. I am a pickle person.
She is. It's true. She loves pickles.
So that to me fell a little short just because I want it to be a little more like kombucha punchy.
I think it depends on what you're in the mood for, because there are some times when you just want something sweet, and people will use kombucha as a substitute for soda. So I mean, that would be a really good substitute for soda if you're looking for something sweet.
I agree. I think that if you are not a pickle person, that this would be a really good kombucha for you to kind of ease into the kombucha world with. I know, for instance, my parents do not like pickly kombucha, but I know that if I gave my dad this, he would probably drink it like it was going out of style.
I would agree with that. With that being said, do you have a score for the flavor?
A 2.6.
2.6.
It's
okay.
giving me the same vibe as it was giving with the smell.
You know what I'm learning?
It's consistent.
I think we have you're disliking a lot of things that I like about this. Okay, so 2.6. I would give it probably like a 4. I like this a lot. Like I could chug something like this. So you're saying a 2.6, so we're meeting in the middle again at 3.3 here. And then for the value, we're probably just going to get 5s across the board.
Yeah, 5s across the board. Very, very reasonably priced. I would buy this probably over the other brands that I really like, just because it is more affordable.
Interesting. Do you have a favorite kombucha brand?
Right now my favorite kombucha brand is Synergy, but my most favorite kombucha is the kombucha that we make ourselves.
That's true. We make a lot of fun flavors. We've done lychee. My favorite one that we've made is orange ginger lemonade.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do a lot of fun flavors.
The lychee ones taste like champagne.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a wine.
Sweet and without the alcohol taste.
Oh my god, yeah, it's very nice. Okay, so Uniqueness is the last score for this.
I don't really see a ton of blueberry like by itself on the market. At least the market that I've seen at QFC. So I am gonna give it a 2.
I think 2 is fair. I think anything where you're using just ginger as like your main flavor, because again, it is very nice in kombucha in general, but they're only adding one thing to it. I would give it probably like a 2.5, so that'll bring that up to an average score of 2.25. And then our last one that we have, the raspberry lemon. It's like
linen.
It's like Spanish, but like without the accent. Limon.
Limon.
Lemon.
I thought you said linen.
Oh man, that'd be a gross flavor. Raspberry lemon ginger. Ooh, very nice. I like the fizz on top.
Sniff, sniff.
Sniff, sniff. Oh. Sniff, sniff. It smells like raspberry jam.
Yeah, it smells like raspberry jam. It smells very good.
It does smell very good. I would agree with that. What is the juice level on this one?
This one is the highest percent juice. It has 20 grams of total sugars and includes 20 grams of added sugars.
Oh, well, in the top there it says 4%. I think the highest one was the lemon ginger, actually. I remember seeing 7%.
Juice.
Yeah, 7% juice. So, very interesting. Yeah, do you want to take the or do you have a score first for the aroma?
I love raspberries. They might be my favorite fruit. I'm torn. Okay, I'm torn between raspberry, mango, and pineapple. It goes back and forth between the three depending on what I have in front of me. So for the sake of it being raspberry, I think I'm gonna give it a 4.
Interesting. For me, it smells a little bit like I'm trying to think, almost like imitation raspberry. It doesn't quite smell like fresh raspberries to me. I'm not sure if you're really gonna get that though, especially after the raspberries get fermented. But I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's like just the ratio of sugar to raspberry smells a little too high to me. So for that, I actually would give this my lowest score out of the 3. I would give this a 3. So that gives us an average score on aroma of a 3.5.
I think my opinion's a little jaded though because our neighbors made us homemade raspberry jam and it makes me think of that jam and think fondly of our neighbors.
No, for the taste test?
I tasted it.
Oh. I missed that.
I want to taste it again.
That was really good. I don't know. She called it on the aroma, I guess. I thought the aroma would have been a little misleading, but that was really good. I enjoyed that a lot. Do you feel it went the opposite way? Do you feel the aroma was better than the taste?
Yeah. It tastes good. It just kind of tastes like those Mio flavor things that you squirt into water? It kind of tastes like a Mio flavor pack to me. It's just a little bit... It's very subtle. It kind of just tastes like a raspberry carbonated water.
Okay.
Not very kombucha-y.
Hold on. You're making me doubt myself. I think if I were to have like a whole cup of this, I think I would probably agree with you. But the initial taste is really good. Like the blueberry ginger one, I said I could chug. This one, I don't think I could chug.
Yeah, I don't think I could chug that one.
So with that being said, the flavor score, I would give it like a 3, 3.25, somewhere around there. I'm
gonna give it a 2.4. It doesn't remind me of kombucha. It just tastes like a Mio packet to me.
I do feel that there's like a vinegary aftertaste though. I don't know if you're getting that. Kind of like the back of my tongue. No?
Nah, not for me.
Just me then. Okay. I'm gonna give it a solid 3. And you said 2.4? All right. So that's an average score of 2.7 then.
Because I like it less than it being middle of the road for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for uniqueness, what would you give it?
What is it? Raspberry lemon ginger.
Raspberry lemon ginger. So I mean, definitely more unique than the lemon ginger.
Yeah. Definitely more unique. You're putting together 3 different things.
Yeah, and it's hard.
Really well, raspberry is kind of hard. We've tried to make kombucha with raspberry, and it does get very sour very fast, especially when you're putting it in with something like lemon juice. So I think they did a really good job at taming it down and finding a good balance.
Yeah.
So...
And that is the thing. The more ingredients you have, the harder it is to find the balance between them. Sometimes there's not a balance.
I'm going to give it a 2.
A 2. Okay, really? So the same as you gave the blueberry ginger then?
Yeah, I feel like all of these ingredients are pretty common. Like, everyone in the United States, at least, has heard of all of these fruits and all of these combinations. I feel like I could find a soda that's flavored the same, or a juice. Maybe not a juice, because the ginger is kind of a unique to kombucha thing, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the ingredients are common. I do feel that, I don't know, and maybe it's a fallacy to think just like more ingredients is more unique, but I think you have to have at least like a base of 2.5 if you're going to have 3 different ingredients, but I don't know if you count ginger in there, because again, you're going to find ginger in almost every kombucha, and if you don't have ginger in there, I don't know, it's just not my favorite. But I'll give it a 2.75, because 3 would be average, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would give it a 2.75.
I'll meet you there.
2.75? Okay. Well, that is the 3 kombuchas, and now we can total up our scores.
We'll come back to do that.
Boom, ba-da-dum.
Bum, ba-da-bum.
The results are in. We have tallied the scores.
He has tallied the scores.
It's true. I'm the math guy. And the scores were all pretty close to each other. I was a little surprised. I thought there would have been a little bit more of a gap. I will say that first place might be because I inflated the aroma score on that. I kind of thought, hey, all kombucha smells great, and they're probably all going to be 5s, but I don't. I'll have a more refined nose the more reviews that we do, is what I'm hoping. So, in third place, we have Blueberry Ginger with an overall score of 3.46. In second place, we have Raspberry Lemon Ginger with an average score of 3.49. And in first place, you guessed it, the Lemon Ginger with 3.56. And again, maybe I inflated the score of the aroma, which I think is going to be why that got so high. The Raspberry Lemon Ginger probably should have been in first. But again, this is all very small margins, 3.46, 3.49, 3.56. If there's anything you guys want to see us change on our the way that we're doing the show, the categories that we're doing, please let us know. This is episode 1. We're trying to figure it out. And we are excited to try more kombuchas, review them, and just celebrate kombucha time together.
All right, that's it. We'll see you guys next time on Kombucha Time.